are live. So, sup, people? No one's on yet. I just figured I'll start talking because that is a good start. Um, Sorry if the room looks a little messy. You can't really tell. Like, all of it's just behind me. That's where the mess is. I do need to clean that shelf, so maybe I'll leave that mess there because I need to clean that shelf. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. But I do need to start moving things around because everything's a mess. So, how are you guys? How has been the last 2 weeks? I can't open this. There we go. I don't want to mess with that. Bell Witch? Yeah, what about the Bell Witch? Hello, Gabriella. Is it Gabriella or is it Gabrielle? No, Gabrielle is just is the male version, like the archangel. I don't want to mess up your name. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I've been okay lately. Tomorrow is Zach's birthday. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it tomorrow because it's Zach's birthday. I just announced that. Hello. So, yes, that's the reason why. I've been doing pretty good today. I got a BoxyCharm box, so I had to film a couple of videos. That's usually how I film the videos. I'm glad that your last couple weeks have been good. Yeah, I'll tell him that you guys say happy birthday. He's at work right now. Happy new decade. Yes. So yes. I did film a couple of videos you guys asked me to do. They're slowly coming up. I'm gonna mush them between. One of them was last Sunday, so that was one of the videos you guys asked me to do. What skill are you using today? What do you mean? I did a lot of makeup. Is that a skill? Let's see. But I did do another one. I'm gonna be working on others soon. And I did film a whole bunch of makeup videos because I'm also a makeup channel. Ugh. Keep burping. Sorry about that. So how have you guys been? Is there any particular videos you would like me to do that you guys have been thinking about? I've been writing down everything you guys have been asking me to write down. Like I have a bullet journal, guys. I made a bullet journal. That's how much time I made in a day for something like this. Let's see. Yes, I made a video idea center. Look at that. Yeah. I'm not very creative when it comes to bullet journals because I've never done bullet journals before. But I figured this year, I need to get my life organized. I need to get it figured out because I'm going on the right medications now and I got to figure out what I want to do in life. Like, I want to be healthier and I want to be. So I did it right. I hope so. I've been going to the gym almost every single day. You should do a video explaining the difference between depression, bipolar, and borderline personality disorder. I thought I did that already. I love your paranormal channel and your insight. Well, thank you. I do work very hard on that channel. I need to work even harder because lately I noticed I've been slacking. I'm like, that's not okay. So I'm going to be working a little bit harder on that channel, even if it means I'm skipping a couple weeks because I noticed when I skipped a couple weeks, I was bringing you better content on that channel compared to now where I'm trying to do it every week. And I'm kind of like rushing everything out. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit. What about a house tour? Well, I live in my parents' house, but we are actually thinking about relocating, and I'm keeping it on low terms because it's not like set foot yet. Relocating meaning we might be moving to our friend's house once they get a house, and we might be keeping like living in the basement with our own like house-like basement area. Well, we're on the works on it. We're not 100% sure. I haven't even talked to my parents about it yet because we're not sure yet. We're not sure if we're going to do it. We're not sure if we're comfortable with it yet. So, who knows? Maybe a bedroom tour, although there's really nothing much to look at. There's a lot of books. I've been eating healthier? Well, that's good, Zach. That's really good to do. Hello. It's always great. So, I should be cleaning, but great to see you, man. You look amazing. Why, thank you. What about renting your own house? I can't afford it, unfortunately, because all we're living on is Zach's income, and he can't afford the renting a house or an apartment in this location because he doesn't get paid that much yet. He's doing $14 an hour currently with his new job. He'll be bumped up in a month, I think, to $15 an hour, and it will be keep bumping up every year. But I personally can't work, so I can't help out with the bills when it comes to renting our own house or apartment yet. And if I ever become popular enough on YouTube, that will hopefully one day be my job, where I can provide you guys great videos and content and be able to sustain my living. So here's to hoping that things go good. You look like an actress. Why, thank you. I worked on my makeup today. I hope I can afford it in the future too, because I would love to have my own place. I always want to decorate. I always want to clean. Weird saying that, but I do. I love cleaning, but I don't like cleaning other people's places. I like to clean my own place. So, like, I don't want to clean this house because it's not mine. If that makes any sense. But if it was my house, I'd make every single day like today is the living room day. Gotta deep clean the living room. And that would be like literally my every single day. So that's the plan if I ever own my own house. I would love to own my own house. I'm 28, almost going to 29, and I don't have my own place. Never lived in my own. Well, I lived in Alaska with my girlfriend, but it was like a rented dormitory type of place. Very small closet size, like a walk-in closet size bedroom. So, don't know if you would really call that renting a house or room. I hope I do too, because I would love to have this as a job. Because I love doing these videos for you. I like researching these videos for you. I like to provide videos for the content and inspiration and aspiration that I give you guys. And I just hope that one day I can get properly paid for it because YouTube sucks. It really does suck though. I mean, it's getting worse for some people. The whole new thing with the kids uh situation going on where you have to say if your content is okay for kids or not. If it's not, if it's okay for kids, you get demonetized and you don't get any. You don't even get to look at your comments. Like they take comments off of it. And I'm like, well, that's just wrong. It's just I don't like the way YouTube is turning out, but there's no other platform for us to go on to do this type of stuff. So, luckily, my paranormal channel is strictly for adults, so I don't have to worry about that. Because I provide some things that should not be said on the internet sometimes on that channel. So, I notice I'm blabbing. I got new string lights. Distraction. Changing subject. So, how has it been for you guys? Anything you would like to see from me? I'm currently editing a video now for makeup, and then the one after, well, maybe this one will probably be that one, the Boxy Charm one, and then the one after will be the Q&A that I did, and then the one after will probably be the makeup one. Yeah. No kids on video monetized that has something to do with ads during video. Yes, it's since I don't do kids stuff, I don't really understand what is going on. But I hope they come up with something that's just as good as YouTube used to be. But it doesn't look like anything's coming up soon. It doesn't look like anyone's working on it. We keep complaining about YouTube, but no one's doing anything to make a new type of YouTube. Do you have a Patreon? Can we buy wands from you? They looked awesome. I do have a Patreon page. It is Amateur Aries, like my YouTube name. It is in most of my descriptions in my videos. So I just don't outspokenly talk about it because I only want you guys to want to contribute when you want to contribute. And if you want to contribute, you either ask me or it'll be in my description. I don't want to just like enforce it on people. Although I kind of do on my Between Monsters and Men because I can't get paid on there yet, period, because I don't have enough subscribers and enough hour times. So, and I work really, really hard on that channel. Like, I study and research almost every single day for the subjects on that channel. So, it's a lot of effort to go to that channel. As for the wands, I am working on an Etsy site. And when it is up, I'll show you, I'll make a whole video on the products I'm selling and the site, the Etsy page, etc. So they will be up for sale. I have 3 of them that are going to be up for sale. One of them I'm keeping and I'm working on more. I just need more materials. So I'm working on that. And I can't get more materials until I start selling them. So I have to get somewhere soon. But yes. What about having a side job? Like what? Like what do you think a good side job would be? Have you got merch? Not yet. I don't even know where to begin when it comes to merchandise. Like, I don't have any sayings I could put on t-shirts or hats. I don't really know much about it. I mean, there are so many negative that don't seem to be affected by YouTubers' new rules. Yeah. I love your Between Monsters and Men channel. What's the next video going to be about? Good question. I have them like scheduled a month ahead of time. Where's my phone? Phone. Phone. There you are. Let me see. Because I don't remember. Hmm. Something you can do also, have a job, maybe something on a computer so you can work from home. I thought about working with Amazon at one point. You have to put your name and your email in and your phone number to them, and they eventually call you. But I had a really bad experience with them. And I'll tell you about it in just a second. Let me just look this up real quick for DJ. Okay, my next one is. Is it that one? This is not even telling me. Okay. I know a way to tell. 1 second. I think it's my Kuthsith one. I probably said that wrong. Susith? Suthith? Kuthith? I said it properly in the video. Probably not. But it's on there. As for what was I doing? Let's see. Something you can do is have a computer you can work. Oh, the Amazon situation. I was gonna make a whole video about this, but I decided against it because I was starting to forget some of the information that I've gone through. So, about 2 years ago, I was looking for jobs online that I could do, like maybe copywriter stuff or what was some other stuff like writing related stuff because I'm really good at writing. At least I think so. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying I was good at it back in high school and middle school. And I was going to do reviews instead or sell things online. And I put in my information into Amazon. And they didn't call me up until either 6 months to a year later. And by then, I was like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with it. I was going through mix match of medications, and my episodes were just going on and off, and I was not stable at the time to work. But when they called, I was kind of curious. I was like, okay, I'll let them tell me the information, and I'll decide and if I can do it. So, um, I let the woman talk. She's like, "Are you capable of working?" She didn't ask that. I don't want to say that she asked that because she didn't ask that. She said, "Would you like to? Would you like me to tell you about the information about the Amazon and everything like that?" I said, "Yeah, of course." So she told me about the information, like you have your own shop, you have your own website, but you'll have to pay for your website at first, which is a big red flag for a lot of businesses. You're not supposed to do that for a lot of businesses. And she's like, "I'm gonna send you to my superior so you can talk it out with him." I was like, "Okay, that sounds good," because I wasn't figuring out if I liked it or not. I was like, the payment thing kind of threw me off. I was like, "Okay, I don't know about that. Let's see how much it is, and maybe I'll still be able to do it because it's a side job I can do without having to do much effort, and my brain might be able to handle it at the time because of my medications and my episodes." So he goes on and talks about it. He's really excited. I really don't get a chance actually to say anything after a while because he just continues going and going and going. And he starts talking more about how I have to give him a credit card and everything like that, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I don't feel comfortable anymore about this because I have to give you my credit card information. I have to give you money for this. Um, so I said to him, after he finally paused, he's like, "So what do you think?" I said, you know, I actually don't think I can do this. And he said, "Well, why?" I said, "Well, I'm actually disabled and I'm mentally disabled and I don't think that I'll be able to handle this situation." And he paused me. He said, "You're lying. You're lying about this. You're lying that you're saying that you're mentally disabled." And then he hung up on me. I was gonna say, I don't think I'll be able to handle that workload at the time period right now, maybe later. But he didn't give me the chance to say that. He called me a liar and that I was making this shit up. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to work for Amazon if they're going to treat me like that, not even let me finish what I was going to say. I let him talk for about half an hour. And it was just really rude the way he said it was extremely rude. Like, I can't even tell you how he said it because it was just like, wow, that was just, you're a jerk. So they did end up calling me back 3 times. Same chick called me back 3 times. And the second time she got back a hold of me, I said, "I can't work for you guys. Your superior was nothing but rude to me. He called me a liar. This seems sketchy." And she's like, "Oh, he would never do that." I'm like, "No, now you're telling your customer who's talked to your superior that she's lying. Now you're lying. I can't handle this shit." So I hung up on her. She still called me after that 2 more times. So I don't know what to do about Amazon. I still buy things off of Amazon, don't get me wrong. I still review things on Amazon and I still get paid with products by Amazon on occasion from actual businesses, not from Amazon themselves. So I'll get people who see my reviews and hook me up through my email and say, "Hey, I'll give you this product for free if you review it for me online." And that's what I do. But I don't get paid for it. Like this blanket right here, this is a weighted blanket that costs like 80 some bucks and I got it for free for reviewing it. And I reviewed it on this channel and I love it. I haven't slept without it ever since. It's like my favorite blanket, like my most favorite blanket I've ever had. So, so that's what I do on occasion, but I don't get paid money for what I do. That was a lot to say. There's a slogan for you. I've already placed it. What are your episodes? I am schizoaffective depressed type with borderline personality disorders, so I get hallucinations and delusions and audible voices and see things. So, and I get extreme mood swings on the side. We must reduce the stigma. Yes, we must reduce the stigma. You should find him and beat him with a chair. I'll make sure to bring my metal one so it hurts extra hard. I can't believe the way he said that. It was so rude. And another thing that threw me off is they said that they were from the first call. She said she was from Connecticut. No, it was Kentucky. And then The second call, she was the same woman, but she said she was from a different state. So that also threw me off. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, whether or not it was actually Amazon or if it was actually someone trying to scam me in general. So I don't know, but I wanted to punch a bitch after that. And Zach got so angry when I told him that. He's like, if they ever call you again, you let me have a piece of. I'm like, no, we're not going to have that. Because then he'll just go on and on and on and on and on until someone hangs up. A bit harsh, then. That person had no right to call you a liar. He doesn't even know you personally. He doesn't. That's exactly why I was so angry about it. Because the funny thing is, the girl did ask me what I was doing at the time for the job, and I said I couldn't do anything. I was disabled. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Would you like me for to continue this information?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll like to give it a chance, maybe." And then she sent me to him. So it wasn't really that I was a liar. I told her, and he just didn't believe me. So even if he were to go back to her and say, "Hey, don't ever call this woman again," she probably would have said, "Well, it's because of this information," and he would have been like, "Well, she wasn't lying after all." But you never get those opportunities to see that behind the scenes, unfortunately. That is sad. I was diagnosed with bipolar and I was extremely sensitive to meds, and working from home saved my job, but I'm very lucky my jaw set up everything for me. Well, that's very unfortunate for you. I'm not allowed to work outside of the house because my husband says that I'm not capable of doing it. And I can kind of see why he says that. My mood swings are extreme mood swings. Like, I'm not saying anything about you. I'm not saying that yours isn't, but mine are like it hits high and it hits low, like in seconds to minutes to hours to days, and I can become extremely snappy at customers because of it. I used to do it a lot when I used to work auctions, and I'm surprised that my dad still let me work there. That's because I'm his daughter. But yes, I did used to work in an auction company. You can do anything you put your mind to despite those ignorant people. That is true, and I firmly believe that as well. I would like to work on an Etsy shop. That's my personal plan, and I'm writing my book. I'm on my fourth chapter. The big chapters you guys saw was my draft. I'm working on the actual chapters now. And I have like 3 people editing them on the side. Not professional editors yet because I gotta pay for that, and that is really, really expensive. So I gotta save up for that, and I'm gonna only do that once I finish the book, and then I'm gonna save up, or I'm gonna save up on the side anyways, and then send it to a professional editor, and then I'm going to eventually have it published. Hopefully, I won't get denied too many times because I feel like that would just crack my faith in my writing, and that would just be terrible. Yeah, I really hope the book gets it because it's a passion of mine. It's one of my passions. I've been writing since I was like 11 years old. So, anything else you guys would like to talk about? I'm sorry went on that rant about Amazon, although I'm pretty sure it was a scam. So, yes, Etsy shop. Going to happen. I promise. I actually have it up and ready. Like I have the what's it called? The not the thumbnail, the top part where you put like a picture and everything like that. I have that done. I'm trying to put a picture on the side that like shows you yourself or your logo. I'm trying to do that, but for some reason I'm having difficulties with it. I love writing too. It is definitely an escape. You're completely right, Gabrielle. I love animals. I wanted to work in a zoo so bad. Not like because, oh, I love animals, because I wanted to go into zoology at one point in my life and marine biology as well. And I just wanted to work with animals so bad. I don't want to work in a vet because there's so much death there that I would probably be crying every single day. Like, I'll be honest. I'm not saying there's not deaths at zoos, but at a vet, you see sick animals and you just feel terrible for them, and they come in sometimes ran over. My mom has experiences with it because she used to work as a vet. So I don't think I could handle working at a vet, but I would love to work at a zoo. I was even thinking about working part time. Not part time. It was, what's it called? When you don't really work for the volunteer work. When you can volunteer to work at the aquarium in Atlanta. I was thinking about doing that, but that was a time when I was just getting into my psychiatrist, so I was like, might not be a good idea quite yet. Plus, driving to Atlanta is terrible from where I am at. I have a great idea for a book, just don't have the skill to write it. it you only don't have the skill if you don't let yourself have the skill. Just go out there and just start writing. Just write it all out. And then the draft, that's what we have editors for. That's exactly why we have editors. You have a code, don't you? It's just a slight one. It's mostly this nostril right here. It's actually been really bad. It's been not so great. Plus, our friend came over and she had bronchitis. And I don't want to catch that shit. Not again. I've had bronchitis before. I have a bunch of disorders apparently, and I think it's great people like you are bringing mental health into the open and not hiding it. Thank you. Well, thank you for thanking me because I really appreciate it. I want to finish my book called The Invisible Land. Oh, that sounds interesting. You should write it and just finish it then. Get into that. What are you waiting for? I need help. Have a really great sorry, my contacts are blurring. I have a really good story, and I'm super dyslexic, and I have horrible grammar. If can finish a rough draft, do you think you could help? I might, but I'm not. I can't say I'm not good. I think I'm good. Just send me a little piece from your story to my email, which is in the description of all of my videos, and I'll see if I can take a look for it for you. Have you ever visited the Chattanooga Aquarium? I don't know where that's at. Doesn't sound familiar to me. I hope you feel better soon. I hope I do too, because it's starting to give me headaches a lot. I might have to go to the doctor soon because I keep getting sinus headaches. Plus, my voice does always sound nasally as it is, so sorry for those who find my voice annoying. So, yes. So I might get off in 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Anything else you guys would like to talk about that I can talk to you about? And then I have to start cleaning because this room is a mess. Mostly right here. This is all a mess. This stuff right here. Did I wake you? He's like, whatever. Oh, thank you. I don't think I have a sweet voice. I think it's quite annoying. Barbosa! He's angry at me because I kicked him off my seat. Baby! Come here! Oh, wow, he actually came. Come here, baby! My man! He stopped halfway, never mind. Do you like poetry? Not as much as I used to back in middle school. I used to write poetry as well, but I kind of threw all those away. Your voice is always beautiful and comforting. Aw, well, shucks. Come here. Don't you ignore me. Jerk. How long do you think a relationship should wait before getting engaged? I've been with my schizo BPD boyfriend for 3 years now, and he tells me to keep being patient. I have a schizophrenic process thoughts and emotions different, but how long should I give him? If you love him and he is the one you want to spend your life with, it should not matter if you get married or not, in my opinion. I have been with my husband for 6 years, and we've been engaged for 3. And why, thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. I hope you like my little terminology on the side. Um, for example, my uncle and my aunt have been together for I think over 30 years, and they just got married 3 years ago. So it shouldn't matter, honestly. It shouldn't matter the paper or the documentation or the explanation saying that you're his wife or he's your husband. If you love them, then you must let it be. If you really want to push it, then you just push it very tenderly because people with BPD can get extremely feel like they can get attacked often, and you got to be careful how you approach it. Sir, you have everything in this room. You don't need to be out there. He stares at me like. So, yes, that's my opinion. I'm still not married to Zach officially, but we are considering getting married this April. So, nothing big. We're just going to go to the courthouse. I'm going to write down everything I have to change my name on. One of the reasons why I'm kind of holding off on it. Because I don't want it to go through another process. All those processes. Etc. Plus, April is a month that I easily can remember dates in. So, that's why we're doing it in April. Because my birthday is in April, because I'm an Aries. And it's just easier for me to remember dates in April. Plus, his dad's birthday is in April as well. So I think it'd be easier for him to remember as well. Wow, you have loads of subs. Not enough to make enough money to get my own place. Only enough to sustain my living at the current moment. It's a good thing my parents are letting me live here. Are you two gonna have children? Not physically, but I do plan on adopting one day. I don't want the chance of sending or giving my children my disorders, which there are a small chance of it, but knowing my luck would be a big chance and something will happen. And I don't want them to go through what I've gone through in my life. So I plan on adopting instead. Tuesdays are your lucky day. Are they? Are they? I don't know about that. I think Thursdays are because I get to go grocery shopping, and I like grocery shopping. I like to do a lot of wifely duties. I noticed that. Cleaning, cooking, making wands, writing books, doing makeup, grocery shopping, cleaning. Did I already say that? Making the bed. I do that every single day. Ever since the beginning of this year, I've been doing it every single day for some reason. And Zach's like, looks like you're becoming more of a wife. I'm like, thanks. So that's my experience lately. Have you taken Risperidone? Risperidone? And what was your experience with it? I have not taken Risperidone. I don't think I've taken it. Pretty sure I haven't. That one doesn't sound like I've taken it. I have taken Abilify and serotonin and a couple of others that are slipping my mind. I've taken Lamotrigine. I've taken Wellbutrin, Prozac, Zoloft, two others that are antipsychotics that I cannot remember the names of. I have all the bottles in my closet since the beginning that I've been taking medication, except for my antidepressants. I didn't keep those from like 2009. I didn't keep those. Have you ever tried? Okay, writing books. Tell us more. 1 second. I gotta let my cat out. Here you go. Okay. So yes, I do write books. I'm currently writing one right now that involves creatures. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away information. And a girl who's supposed to die young, and she comes to this place that has these creatures, and she's eventually gets stuck in a war between all of them. Have you ever tried stand-up comedy or Siri? No one's talking to you. Or joke writing and screenplays? No, because I don't think I'm very funny. Thank you for your awesome advice. Glad to see your chipper, chatty mood. Hope you and Zach have a great birthday weekend. I hope so too. Although he's already gotten his presents, he's working most of this weekend. I just remembered that. So I'm gonna have nothing to do on Sunday. What should I do on Sunday? Probably clean more. Probably that. My brother and his girlfriend have been together since '04 and are engaged about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, sometimes this just happens. I don't feel the need to get married. Zach does. But that's him compared to me. The Risperidone got me to the hospital, but again, I'm very sensitive to medication. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That must have been terrible. I really, really hope that I never have to go to the hospital. I've gotten extremely close, though. Like, oh my god, have I gotten close to sending myself to the hospital. So, smelling my hands, sorry. I was playing with makeup before and I have makeup all over my hands. And I like to smell my hands for some reason. Well, that's not coming off. So yes, who also likes to smell money? I like to smell money. Is that a thing? Weird conversation turn. As a writer, you've never put words together in specific order to make humor in your book writing. You think the funny is something you can have, something you can make rearrange. I don't think I've ever written a funny scene in my books. They might be slightly funny to me, but I don't think they're funny to anyone else. But not really. Not yet. Most of my books are very dark and serious. Like, oh, why are you writing about that? What happened in your life? I'm schizoaffected doesn't mean I'm only half schizo. No. Just means you have mood issues and disorders along with schizophrenia. Have no sense of smell? I'm sorry. I have a great sense of smell. I have a terrible eyesight. Like I can hardly see. Like even wearing contacts I'm doing this. Not intentionally, I promise. So, it's time for me to get off now. I'll probably see you guys in a week or two, probably in two, because I'm trying to space these out. Thank you again so much for those who went on my Patreon. I really appreciate it. You guys are the reason why I'm able to sustain my life that I am doing right now. Because most of the money you guys give me goes straight to my medications. Because doctor bills are expensive. So, thank you so much. I'd like to see you guys again in about 2 weeks, if that's okay. So, bye!